on Friday, we went out and watched a little bit of small school football. It was a game we were very excited about.
It was awesome.
Muenster and Albany at Iowa Park.
Yep.
We got in the swag wagon. We drove to Windthorst first, ate at Zeke's. Good barbecue. Can recommend.
In Windthorst, yeah, that's right.
In Windthorst, and they have Trojan stuff all over the.
That's true. It's pretty cool.
We also brought our buddy DJ Mann, who is the quarterbacks coach for Cedar Hill, and he had never been to a 2A game. I think he's in love.
Yeah. He
came away being like, "This is kind of
surprising too." We were talking to him about this, that he had never done that, even though he came up in West Texas, north Panhandle, that whole thing. But pretty cool.
It is very, very cool. But we had it's very cool. So we got in the swag wagon. We drove out to Iowa Park, which for those who don't know, it's just like it's just past Wichita Falls. If
right.
You're going from Dallas to Wichita Falls, you go just past Wichita Falls, and it's there. We caught up with Coach Aubrey Sims there at Iowa Park. Guys,
that stadium's awesome.
Let me tell you, if you haven't been out there, that stadium is gorgeous.
It's like a mini Alamo.
That's exactly what it is. It's like a mini rock pile.
Yeah.
They have it seats probably, I should pull up Texas Bob, but it probably only seats, I want to guess, like 6,000.
Yeah, I would say between 6 and 8. Right?
5,000. It says capacity is 5,000.
All right.
It is a little bit dug into the ground. It is gorgeous, and the facility there is gorgeous. Coach Sims said, "Yeah, we're turfing the softball and baseball fields right now." They have put some
Their
money
facilities
into
are amazing.
Their facilities are out of control.
Yeah.
Out of control. And it was the perfect venue for Muenster and Albany, two of the best teams in 2A Division 2. 2A Division 2. We were very excited about this, and the fans were very excited about it.
Oh, my God.
We talked
to so many great fans.
Talked to a lot of fans. Appreciate everybody coming up and saying hi to us. It was a lot of fun to meet everybody out there. I have to say, the Muenster fans were awful fond of me because I picked them to win the state championship.
Yeah, they didn't like me so much for picking Albany.
Exactly.
But that's all right.
That's fine. But in any case,
they told me to hang my head in shame.
It was a big crowd. It's funny because we talking to fans and talking to both coaches, Coach Denny Faith for Albany and Coach Brady Carney for Muenster. Everyone involved was like, this is the moment we've been waiting for like 2 years. Yeah. Because I think both teams believe that those are the two best teams in Region 2.
Yep.
And when Muenster got upset by Albany, Muenster got upset by Monday last year. It kind of threw a wrench in those plans. I'm sure Monday feels real bad about it.
Yep.
But they were like, this is the game we've been waiting for. This is finally these two teams are coming together. And it was awesome. It was exactly what we thought it would be. It was 7-6 at halftime. Exactly what we thought it would be. Low scoring, hard hitting. The overall thoughts that I had from the game. First of all, I should tell you Muenster won.
Muenster did win.
28-14,
28-12.
28-12. They pulled away. The score is not indicative of how close this game was. They scored a touchdown.
They really frustrated Albany, a very good Albany offense.
Here's where I'm at. One, the Muenster defensive line, it might be pound for pound the best in the state.
I mean, they're huge.
They dominated.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they're not huge as in like they got 300-pounders. They're huge because they're all like 6'1"
or taller,
and they all play real low, play with great leverage,
really strong.
They can fly sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
I mean, it's clear they hit the weight room, and they were the difference in this game. That a lot of Albany's attack is based on running the ball with Brian Hamilton.
Yeah, Mr. Texas football finalist,
and they would not let him do that.
Yeah,
and that was really impressive to me. You mentioned Brian Hamilton, or you mentioned Mr. Texas football finalist Brian Hamilton. I know he lost. I have never been more sure a kid belonged on a finalist list.
Right, absolutely.
I was that kid. We're sitting there with a quarterbacks coach.
Yeah.
For a former state champion program.
Yeah.
He's seen quarterbacks. He's also, by the way, on the side, he's a quarterbacks coach for like kids who want to do it. And he's sitting there. He's like, this kid's dropping dimes.
Yeah.
This kid can play.
But he had there were a couple of routes they had, specifically a fade play that they went to every time, and I've never seen someone throw it so perfectly.
He's dropping it in the bucket.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
Remarkable. I tweeted, someone offered Brian Hamilton a scholarship.
Yeah.
That kid is special.
Yeah.
Like and by the way, he's got the measurables.
Oh yeah, he looks the part.
Like it's not
sure.
like I understand.
He's put on a few pounds, but other than that, he's good.
I understand that there's some quarterbacks. It's like, oh, they're super good, but maybe they're only like 5'5".
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like this kid's not that.
Yeah.
He's like I stood right next to him.
Yeah.
And he's 6'1".
Yeah.
He looks the part.
Closest thing to Tanner Schaefer at the 2A level that I've ever seen.
I think that's exactly right.
Sure.
This kid is a stud.
Yeah.
But in the end, the difference was the Muenster defensive line and their two-headed attack of their quarterback, God bless it,
Parker McGrew.
Come
on, how can you forget a name like that?
So they fall behind for the first time all year, by the way. They fall behind 14-12. Or 14-12, 13.
No, 12, because Albany only scored 12.
12-7.
There you go.
Fall behind 12-7. First time they trailed all year.
Yeah.
Like,
for 48 seconds?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Because Parker McGrew pulled off this dazzling, whirling dervish 69-yard touchdown run to put them ahead for good. Clay Stevens was all over the place, a bruising running back and a great defender as well. Muenster, look, I picked Muenster to win a state championship.
Yep.
If they see Tenaha in a title game, it'll be fascinating.
Yep.
And it's going to be tough for either team. I see no reason to go away from my pick.
Yeah, you've picked him from the start. There's no reason to back off it now. I have a hard time believing that anyone can compete with that size in the trenches. But I've also seen some of those score lines for Tenaha, and I wonder if anyone has seen that kind of speed.
That's exactly right.
And C.J. Horn, very good quarterback in his own right. Our preseason pick for the 2A Player of the Year.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun, and I'll tell you, it was an awesome atmosphere there, like the perfect Texas high school football atmosphere there, and we really loved being out there. And after the game, we did catch up with the victorious head coach Brady Carney for a quick interview. Who was nice enough to waste his time with us. So here's our interview with Brady Carney of Muenster here on Texas Football Today.
Greg Tepper, Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com here at Hawk Stadium in Iowa Park, where Muenster takes down unbeaten Albany 28-12. They're sounding the horn in celebration. We're here with the head coach, Brady Carney. Coach, you told me before the game, wasn't a whole lot of difference between these two teams. Still feel that way?
No, yeah, I do. I mean, it just came down to, we were talking a little ago, Parker McGrew made a huge play in the third. First, they told me that's the first time we trailed all year. I knew it was the first time we trailed, but I forgot we trailed for 43 seconds, you know? So we trailed for 43 seconds. Parker stepped up, made a huge run, and did an outstanding job on that. And we just relied on our defense.
Yeah, I'll tell you, between Parker McGrew and Clay Stevens, seemed like your running game really got going tonight. How important are those guys?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. And it starts up front. Clay and Parker will tell you that. Those guys, man, they're two talented dudes. And to be honest with you, Clay was battling a virus all night. He's been sick, and he had an IV this morning. So we were worried he wasn't going to be able to play, but you can tell he came out and did an excellent job.
Yeah, I would say that things
he
worked
did
out.
An excellent job.
Things worked out okay. The other side of it, boy, your defensive line was just outstanding tonight.
Yes.
We know you guys usually pride yourself on an outstanding defensive line play, but up front, you guys were excellent.
We did. And I told those guys a while ago, I felt like we got stronger as the game went on. You could really see us become stronger defensive line-wise compared to their O-line halfway through the third quarter into the fourth.
Was there any sort of moment where you could relax during that game? Was there any sort of, because that's a really good Albany team.
It's a really good Albany team, but when we went up 21-12 and went up 2 scores, I felt a little bit better about it. We knew that they had to throw the ball deep at that point, or at least deeper, take some shots that allowed us to get a little bit more pressure.
I'm willing to take a risk. Wellington was up pretty big on Clarendon, so it looks like you guys are going to draw Wellington in the next round. Know anything about them?
Well, you know, what I know about them is they've got a 6'11", 340-pound giant, you know, that is a little worrisome. And then, of course, Coach Williams' son's a quarterback, and they've got a good athlete next to him in the JoJo McKnight kid. And they got a 240 kid next to the 360 kid that you can't even tell he's 240. So anyway, they're big, and they run the football really well, and they're just really well coached.
Coach, congratulations. How do we plan on doing this at AT&T Stadium?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you guys coming out.
That was awesome.
I love the semifinals too, because you have teams from. This is when you start having teams from really far apart play each other. Like, regional finals can be like that.
Yeah.
But they can also be like Longview Lufkin.
Right.
Like they can also be like Round Rock, Cedar Ridge, and Pflugerville Hendrickson.
Right.
Now you're getting teams from different regions. You're getting Wellington way up here, and Muenster.
Yeah.
I gotta reverse that for the camera.
Yeah.
Right there. It is awesome.
It's gonna be great. And don't sleep on Wellington. I think we all agree that the region that Muenster has to go through is tougher, but that doesn't always mean they're the best team.
No.
So I'm excited to see this matchup.
Yeah.
And the one advantage we talked about, the one advantage that Muenster has is that defensive line size. Well, Wellington's got an answer for that. They got a couple of big dudes on that line.
They got some big dudes. They got some size. And Wellington's been mowing through Region 1. Region 1's no joke.
Yeah.
So
it's going
to be a lot of fun. But we appreciate Brady Carney, taking time with us. We appreciate Coach Aubrey Sims from Iowa Park hooking us up and letting us, yokels come out. And
thanks to all the fans. That was super fun
Yeah, it was
because
a
we
lot
got
of
to talk
fun.
to all those fans.
It was a lot of fun. And I'm dying.
Yes, I can see that.
I do need to mention this.
Okay.
We're on the field after the game.
Yep.
You have walked away to go grab Coach Carney. I'm
Yes.
standing with DJ Man.
Uh-huh.
And a Muenster fan comes up to me. He goes,
Uh-huh.
Tepper, you were right. I'm right with you, man. Muenster to state.
You have to mention this because it never happens.
And that is the first and only time anyone has ever come up to me and said that I was right.
Said, you were right, Tepper.
It happened. Guys, it
amazing.
happened.